It's Sunday, the 7th of July, so we're starting earlier this week just because I happen to have a bit of spare time. I've got this week's vlog all prepped and ready to go, so that will go live at 6 o'clock this evening. And I've picked the orders that we've got so far for the weekend. Keeping in mind I did post out yesterday, Saturday, posted about 5 or 6 orders, and it's still, you know, as it has been, pretty quiet. All the orders are fairly modest, so easy to pick, and I just thought, given that I've got a little bit of time free, I'll get these picked and packed and ready to go in the morning, and anything else that comes in I'll just do as and when. First up, we've got on Bricklink a General Grievous minifig going out. This is a £28 minifigure, at least that's what it's sold for, so that will be going off to its new owner. We've got a few minifig parts going out there, 32 round black plates, a couple of other plates going out there. We've got some instruction books and a couple of bits and pieces, including this little crow, which was about £3.50. And then we've got some of the round tiles going out, along with a few other bits. And then more modest orders here. We've got these 2 chunky tree parts and a few other bits and pieces. Another order there, and then a couple of eBay orders, one for a cheetah minifigure and another for a Hulk minifig, and that's it. So they'll be easy to get packed up and get the labels printed, etc., ready for tomorrow morning. And that should mean we can get cracking with things tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is the start of the gym regime, so I'll lose some time through the morning by going out to the gym, etc. So the more I can get done today ahead of that, I think the better. So it's Monday morning, and we've got 6 more orders in after yesterday's batch that I packed, and I'll just show you a quick look at these. Here we've got an order for a skeleton and a Batman minifig, along with a cape and sword in there. We've got an order for some mini doll parts and a few other bits and pieces. A little order there for a radar dish and a couple of other pieces, and then another small parts order here, which includes a few things like these dimension discs. And then we've got an order for a single olive green lift arm, and then another order for a few animal type bits and pieces and minifig parts. So that's it for the weekend's orders. We'll get these packed up, and then I'll be heading off to the post office and starting the old gym regime today. So we'll have an hour or so out of the working environment and off at the gym, and then hopefully we'll get cracking when we get back. Well, I'm back from the first session at the gym, and just been getting this listed on local Facebook. Looked at breaking it down, and I think I'm going to first try and see if I can move it without any effort on Facebook. And I don't think it's probably worth listing on eBay, looking at other sales. This one doesn't have any minifigs with it. But I'm hoping that if anyone's sort of got a little city on the go or just fancies the little Lego brand store, that they might just pick it up off Facebook, but we'll see. In terms of what to do next, we've got another little order to go out, mostly Technic pins. And then I'm just going to have a little tidy up, I think, of a bunch of sets that I've got going on over here. Which, as you can probably see, have largely been opened to pilfer either minifigs or other things from them, but they've still got parts in there. So I think I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up and get some of these boxes pulled out and have a look and see what parts we've got in there and get them listed. It's not going to generate much in terms of value, I don't think, but if nothing else, it's going to clear this shelf off. And there's a few other things on here that also need doing, so I might make that a little bit of a project for this week, just to empty off some of these shelves and just generally get some of this stuff tidied up a little bit. So I'm going to get started with the first of these boxes. This is the Samurai Mech 70665, and I've got a feeling there's about 3 of them in here. So I need to just get them out, and there's a good chance that things not wanting to come out. There's a good chance that things are going to go everywhere when I pull these out, because some of the bags will have been opened. But we'll have a look, see what we can pull out, and see what we can get added to the store. It's Tuesday morning, and I've got a bunch of orders packed and ready to go. I failed though to pick them all because I'm just running out of time and I'm in a real rush. So that last one that I'm picking will have to go in the Dropbox this afternoon. What we've got going out on Bricklink, we've got a whole load of Technic pins and a droid going out there. And then I'll just whiz over these really quick because a lot of them are just sort of regular parts orders. We have got one here with a few Star Wars minifigs. We've got a layer in olive green, and then we've got some other Star Wars stuff there. A few minifig parts going out with this one, and a few other sort of Hero Factory type things. Some leg assemblies. Couple of parts going off to Germany here. So you know, I think the entire order is about £1, and yeah, it's going international. Always amazes me that the parts aren't available closer in Germany for less postage costs, etc. But there you go. And then another parts order here for some plates and things. This one here is a real assortment of all kinds of stuff, 90 something lots, and I was hoping to have just squeezed it in, and I may still do, but I want to get this lot packed up first and away to the post office. I'm continuing on with parting out the small sets that I started yesterday. These are the ones that we'd already used the minifigs out of. This morning we've got a couple of these 75225s getting done. Yesterday I had 2 or 3 sets of this one 709 order part out, and then also had a couple of these to do as well. And these ones still had one of each minifigure in one of the sets that weren't in inventory, so they were added as well. So that was a nice little find, although they're pretty low value figures. So I'm going to continue on and just see what we can get added to the store. It's Wednesday morning now, and I just thought I'd show you kind of show you progress that I'm making with emptying out these open sets that are, you know, just got parts left in to sort out. And now it's been pretty tedious going, because obviously each set we've got, you know, something like this. Of course, there's maybe 1 set in there, maybe 2, and the figures are gone, and there's a bunch of parts, and so you end up with lots of 1s and 2s, etc. of parts. But they need to be done. Now, what I did yesterday with the Star Wars ones that were here, and unfortunately I didn't hang on to all the boxes, I threw them out yesterday, but I did a bunch of them together because there was some repetitive parts in there, and that meant that I had more lots, but I was able to double up on some of them, and then obviously it took a little longer to put away, but I think it was better overall. Now I've still got more sets to do. All of these are open. This is open. Obviously there's the one I showed you, there's another one here that's open, so there's quite a few. Another one, there's quite a few, so I think I'm going to keep working on those, because they're all new parts obviously, and those are what I've been lacking a bit. Now we do have some other sets and bits and pieces down there that need to be sorted and gone through as well as some things on the top that can be done as well. In fact, that Friends set has also been opened, and those are all sets that I've used in the past to kind of pilfer things from when I've either sold the minifigures or I've used them when I've been short of something. I'll kind of use them as a backup store, if you like, and take the odd parts from them. Now this morning we've got 3 orders going out. Nothing major, you know, all parts orders. We got an order going out here for a bunch of parts in reasonable sort of quantities, 100 odd of those, 150 of those, 80 of those, you know, that kind of thing. Some parts here including some printed stuff for some Star Wars things, and then another little order there. So the plan for this morning is to get those packed up, get them off to the depot. Then it's gym day again, so I'll be off to the gym for a little while, and when I get back I'll carry on parting out those newer sets over there. Now pretty excited for this evening, of course, with the England game, and hopefully we can win and get through to the final. Would be fantastic. Watched the Spain game last night, and Spain look like the team that are going to win the competition, I think. But let's see if we can just beat the Netherlands and get through to the final. Well, I've had enough of sorting those one-off sets for a little while. It gets a little bit repetitive, but it has helped move the lot count up to 14,466 lots now, which is really good. But I'm gonna just sort through a little tub of 1 by plates and look at getting those added. Wouldn't normally do them when there's so few of them, but it'll pass, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour away while I you know, sit at the desk a bit, watching some YouTube videos, reviewing the England match for this evening. And they're really easy to put away because they're typically all stored in one drawer, so I won't be sort of racing around the room, etc. Adding those extra sets has enabled me to get a lot of drawers put away, so there's not too many sticking out there, and I did even get a few drawers put in at the far end as well. So pleased about that. It makes the place look a little tidier if nothing else. But for now I'm going to crack on with these and see what we can sort out and get added. So I've sorted out all of the 1 by plates and have got them listed and uploaded. There was just over 1,000 plates in 110 lots. Not an enormous amount of value, but what that has done is it's meant that I've got over the 14,500 mark, which is really good. The item count's not enormous. I'm staying around that high 680s, just under 670 or so, but the lot count has been steadily growing over the last few weeks, probably helped by the low volume of sales, of course. But we've now hit over 14,500 lots, which is you know, something I'm really pleased about, and not sure I'll ever make the 15,000, but we'll see, you never know. And hopefully with what we've been adding over the last few days, although it's not in high quantity, it will help to attract a few more sales. It's Thursday morning, and just 4 orders this morning. On eBay, we've got a mini doll going out. We've got a small order for some of these wedge plates, and then we've got another modest order there, which is nice. But this is the star of the show today, and the reason this is such a great order is, first of all, it's about 120 odd pounds worth, which is really nice. But what makes it super nice is the things that they've actually bought, because what they've bought is largely things that rarely sell. These things, don't know if I've ever even sold one before, and they've just bought them all, and they've bought them in purple and black, amongst other things. They've bought these, both wipe me out of new and used ones as well. They've bought these coral cogs, which, you know, funnily enough, I did sell a few of those the other day, a few used ones. So there must be a mock or something out that's using those. And then what they bought, a lot of printed tiles, and mostly the video tiles. So they bought lots of video tiles in quantity, which was good. So they wiped me out of a number of those. So that's what's great about the order, is that not just the value, but they're parts that rarely move or don't move very frequently, and when they do, they're in small volume. So to get a number of lots wiped out, even though I'm trying to increase lot count, obviously it's nice when a lot sells out that's, you know, a real slow mover. So great order to start the day off. Now, in terms of what else I'm going to do, I'm probably going to keep working through the sets, to be honest with you. The shelf that was full of Lego has now made a space for a bunch of CDs they had laid around. I've got more sets to go through, and I'm wary that I know that this is boring for the vlog, to be quite honest with you. There's nothing much to be showing you, but I feel like it's necessary for me to not just clear the space, but just trying to tackle things that, you know, you never really get to. You kind of promise yourself that you'll do this, you'll do that, because you've sold the figures out of it or whatever. And the reality is that when you've got a one-off set, you rarely get to it and get it parted out. At least I don't, just because probably I'm lazy. But I'm probably going to keep working on those, and just keep trying to clear some space, trying to you know, get a lot of loose ends that I've got laid around, just get them sorted, get them tidied up, and yeah, hopefully make some progress on that. And again, apologies for the lack of, you know, excitement in what it is I'm doing at the moment, but needs to be done. So the next set that's about to be parted out is 2 of these. So we've got some interesting things here with the nugget plates, and some of these hoses, and you know, these are definitely going to increase lot count. A few more unusual sort of parts in there. Surprised there was 2, to be honest with you. I thought there was only 1 in the box, so that's a bonus for me. Of course, all the minifigs have been pilfered already, but we'll get this parted out and see what it adds to the store. Well, Friday's here already. We've got 5 orders going out this morning, so let's show you what those are. First up, on eBay, we've sold another of the clocks that I've been selling. This one's the Boba Fett. Sold for $39.95. plus postage. Did get a number of low offers on that, but I was never in a hurry to sell it, so just kept rejecting, and eventually somebody has paid full price for it, which is really good. Still got lots of others to list, of course, which I'll get around to at some point, but there are obviously much lower value ones than those. Next order's a couple of minifig parts, some heads, torso, and we've got a collectible minifig sailor going out, and then the rest are basic sort of parts orders. We've got some 1x1 bricks and an instruction book for a Speed Champion set there, and then more Speed Champions related parts going out here with a pack of wheel hubs and windshield, etc. So I'll get those packed up. It's also gym morning again, so it comes around quick 3 times a week. So we'll get these packed up, get them at the post office, pop to the gym, and then see what we can get done when we get back. Right, I'm back home, and first job of the day I think is going to be to sort out this bunch of windows. Just all sorting it in here, panels and one thing and another. Probably breaking them down to subsequent categories. So for instance, I'm probably not going to be listing any windshields that are in here or anything like that. They'll go off into another category of windshields that I've already got there. But I will get some of this listed, hopefully, and we'll see what we end up with. Not an enormous amount, and as usual, I'm working in fairly small batches because of the lack of space and storage and one thing and another, which is not ideal, but you know, it's what we've got to work with. So I'll get cracking and we'll see what we end up with. Well, I finished adding a small batch of windows, window frames, doors, you name it. There was 468 items, 137 lots. Ended up giving me an 81 lot increase, which is keeping me above the 14,500 mark, which is good to see, because it had obviously dropped below that with the various orders that we've had going out today. And speaking of orders, we've had another 6 in throughout the late morning, afternoon. So I've got these picked because what I'll do is I'll get these packed up and I'll drop them in the post in the mornings. That would be Saturday morning, of course. All obviously modest orders, just a few parts, few pence, if you like, you know, 50p there, about another 50-60p. But then when we get onto eBay, we got another clock going out at Darth Mall for £30 plus shipping. And then we've sold this brickhead, which has been listed for a long time, to be honest, and it just shows that eventually things will sell. That sold for £20. And then we've had another little parts order in there on Bricklink as well. So we'll get those packed up and ready to post out in the morning, and I think that'll probably do us for this week, and we'll be ready to cheer on England on Sunday. I hope they make it through. It was brilliant seeing us win the other night, and hopefully, no offence to any Spanish watchers out there, but hopefully we can win, beat the Spaniards, and lift the cup, hopefully. Anyway, let's see what Sunday brings.